Hey everybody, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore, and it is day 73 of the Beef, Butter, Bacon, and Eggs Challenge that Marshall Latham and I are doing here on Big Anklevich on health. All right, head over to our Facebook page and join up. Marshall's going to talk about maybe why you should check that out. He's going to be posting some stuff. So I guess I'll let you guys jump right into the daily videos because you can find out what I mean. It is day 73, and the first thing this morning I got up and I had a walk. All right, hitting the trail again. And getting out for a walk. They say that going for a walk is good stress relief at least, so there's that. Then after the walk, I had a bunch of stuff that my wife was having me do. We were working on this and that, and kind of busy for most of the day. And then I was getting close. I went to the Alice in Chains concert here in town with my daughter today. So I had to get myself ready for that. I had to make sure that I did not get there and be starving and be like, I gotta eat something. And so I cooked up all that was left of the chub of ground beef and all the eggs I had left. I figured I'd have hamburgers with eggs on them. You make the eggs fried and the runny yolk coming down, pretty tasty. And so I ate that, chogged down really good, and that was my one meal for the day. We went to the concert and we had a good time. It was a lot of fun. And I got home after midnight. It was a big concert. It was an opening band, and then also they had Bush and Breaking Benjamin and Alice in Chains. So a lot of bands playing. So it went well into the evening, and it was fun though. Yeah, now it's super late, so it's time for me to get to bed. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hey, I believe it's day 73 of the Beef, Butter, Bacon, and Egg Challenge. And that was a Saturday. And on Saturday, I went out and took the dog to the dog park to walk him and give him some exercise and give me some exercise as well. Just out here taking the dog for a walk at the dog park. It's kind of a nice little dog park. It's got this little trail that goes around, so the dog can go out play and I can get some exercise. It's pretty fun. It's a good way to spend a Saturday morning. Hey, how's it going, Duke? And that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that little walk there, and he always enjoys getting out there and seeing all the other dogs and running around and prancing around. And it's always a good time. When I got home, I cooked up a pound of bacon, and I cooked up what was it, 6 fried eggs, I think, in bacon grease. So that's what I had in the morning, and then I was planning on eating in the evening as well, but then my son had to work, and I wasn't prepared, and I had planned on getting up in the morning and preparing up the brisket and getting that in the oven, the other piece that I had put aside. So, but I hadn't done that yet, and he was going to get home at like 10 o'clock, and I said, 9 o'clock, and I said, well, I can have it ready by 9. So when you come home, you can have some brisket. He ended up working until like 11, but I had brisket around 9 o'clock. That's kind of late in the night. It wasn't too long after that I went to bed. So that's not the best time to eat, just before you go to bed. And it was a long span of time between eating, right? I ate about 11 o'clock in the morning and then about 9 o'clock at night. So there was no window in there. And you know what? I'm not really too worried about the window right now. I just need to get back on beef, butter, bacon, egg, overcome my blip that I had, and just get back to eating. And who cares if I eat 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day? Dr. Barry and his wife had a summit this weekend, the Proper Human Diet Summit in Tennessee, and I've been watching some of the live stream and some of the recordings of that, and there's some great information. I'll have to find the individual talks and maybe put some up on the Facebook page. But in one of their, they had a panel discussion where they answered questions, and they were talking about how sustainable is the OMAD, 1 meal a day. And I was surprised to hear most of them agree that OMAD is great if you're maintaining, but it's really not great if you're in the middle of it. And that people either use the OMAD as a way to overeat, they eat too much because this is their one time a day that they're going to eat, and so they eat a bunch of stuff, which I've also heard you can't overeat on the carnivore diet. But anyway, some people use that as an excuse to eat more than they would normally, or stuff themselves further than just full. But more so, people might not be getting enough to eat by just eating 1 meal a day. And so that was an interesting discussion. And so I'm not going to worry about 1 meal a day. I might do it again. It might just happen that way one day if I'm not hungry and I eat something when I get home but don't eat anything at work. So yeah, we'll have to see when the weekend's over how I adjust my my eating to finish out this 90 days. Yeah, I didn't make it. I wasn't perfect, but I'm still going to go through the whole 90 days and finish up, warts and all. You know, I wouldn't have integrity if I wasn't honest with you about the challenges that this is all about. And hopefully you can learn from my mistakes and don't keep going to the fast food every day, because eventually you're going to give in. And anyway, that's all I have to say for day 73. We'll talk more tomorrow. Keep going.
Okay, that's some interesting stuff. I wonder about that kind of thing. You know, that's one of those things I've been thinking about a lot. A couple of days ago, I did my whole lament of how I wasn't losing enough weight. And I showed my little montage of me losing weight, going from I think I started at 297 last time around, and coming all the way down to 220. And I did that in the space of time that I've been doing it this time around. And this time around, I started at 290, and I've only come down about 25 pounds in that same amount of time. And it frustrates me. And I don't know what it is that the difference is, you know, am I doing something wrong, or is it just that the circumstances are different, you know? Am I not doing it right? I was doing a pretty intense amount of fasting back in those days. I was doing alternate day fasting, and I was doing that 3 days a week. So I was skipping eating on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and only eating Tuesday, Thursday, and on the weekends. And I would generally only eat about 2 meals each of those days as well. And when I counted up all the calories that I ate, I don't think that I ate very many calories. I think I was like Marshall was talking about, the people who are not eating enough. That was one of the things that I remember from back in 2020, thinking, man, my hair has gotten really kind of thin. And I think that had come as a result of all the fasting that I was doing. I wasn't getting enough, you know, fat, protein, collagen, whatever it is that goes into your hair to make it be as good as it used to be. I feel like it's back to what it was, and I don't feel like it's gone down, but of course neither has my weight, so maybe that is something I need to think about. But yeah, what is the best way to go? Am I eating too much? You know, I used to not even consider the calories in butter when I would think, oh, about how many calories do you think I eat each day? And I would add up just looking at my bacon, be like, okay, the bacon is this much calories and eggs are this much calories. And I was thinking, geez, bacon and eggs only gets me like 1,000 calories is all. That's not even close to enough food for a day. But then when I add in the butter that I throw in with the eggs, that's probably another 300 or 400 calories just in butter, and then if I eat it with butter, then I can make it to the point where I'm at, you know, I can take that 1,000 calorie meal and make it all the way up to like 2,000 calories. Now, I don't really care about calories. I've been led to believe that they're not important, that it's all about getting what you need, getting the nutrients that you need so that your body makes the hormones that you need and all the other stuff that you need so that you will be healthy. And part of being healthy, a side effect of being healthy, will be to lose the weight. And I still feel that that's the truth. I still feel like that's likely the real deal. But how long do I have to wait for that to happen? I don't know. I've mentioned a dozen times, I'm sure, on this channel about Kelly Hogan and how she had lost a whole bunch of weight as doing fasting. And she thought she looked great. And she even showed a picture of herself. And she was skinny, but she looked sunken-eyed and like she was on meth. And then she got on Carnivore. And on Carnivore, she gained weight. And she was freaking out. She's just like, oh my gosh, I'm gaining weight here. Guys, I don't know about this. And they're like, you'll be fine. It's more important that you get your body healthy. You haven't even had a period in like 6 months or something like that. That's not the way a body works. So you need to stick with it. And so she gritted her teeth and she stuck with it. And eventually, her body kind of righted itself. And then the weight that she had gained just fell back away. And is that something that I need to do? I have treated my body very poorly since 2020. I've done some bad things and I had some bad effects because of those things. To the point where I was getting like neuropathy. I could tell I was getting neuropathy in my feet. And I think that is mostly going away, but I can still sometimes kind of feel that. And will that be fixed? Will my body fix that? And, do I need to just be patient and wait for that to happen? Wait for it to get fixed before, eventually that weight comes off. Hey, wait for it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's what I need to do, but I feel like it is. It's hard. It's frustrating to not, look great. I mean, like, look at that guy from 2020. That guy looked good. He was skinny and looking good. And I want to look like that guy, but I want to be healthy. I don't want my hair falling out. I want to be a healthy version of me. So I guess I need to grit my teeth and bear it, It may take a while. Everybody's different. Everybody's treated themselves differently over the years, and it can take a long time to get all the way down to where you want to be, to repair all the damage that you've done. So that's what I'm going to have to stick with. And more important than I think anything else is going to be eating enough fat and enough food that I can repair all that damage. So I'm going to keep on doing that, and hopefully that'll happen. I guess we'll see. I'm going to put the theory to the test, I guess. All right, we'll see you guys next time on Big Anklevich on Health.